And hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cyrus Webb Presents here on Amazon Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. If you guys are new to us on the Amazon platform, welcome to you. Make sure you guys do hit that follow button. You'll see it here in this corner or down below. You will also see books by our next guest. We're excited to welcome Mahalyn and Tampol to our broadcast today, as well as Dr. Velma Bagby. We want to talk to them about the book that they co-wrote together that I had a chance to read. You guys can see it here. It's The Little K and the Boring Alphabet Line. Also, Dr. Velma, you all know her. She's the author of the Catch series. We'll be talking to her more a little bit later. Miss Queenie, hello to you. She's already there on the Amazon side. Appreciate you being with us, Miss Queenie. Also want to welcome those tuning in on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and on Twitter. Glad you all could be with us as well. But Dr. Velma, hello to you and welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you, Cyrus. It's always a pleasure.
Well, Dr. Velma, we're used to seeing you, but we're glad that you could bring a very special guest on with you today. Welcome to Cyrus Webb Presents here on Amazon. So glad to be able to have you. Congratulations to you, on the books.
Thank you so much.
Well, look, you're more than welcome. So, this is your first time on with us, so I'm going to let you go before I talk to Dr. Velma. What has it been like for you to see the response to your book?
I was really excited to see that everybody liked my book because, as you know, that I was really excited to write it because I wanted people to use their imagination and creativity so that, you know, they could be able to probably write a book or think about writing a book.
Yeah, love that. Love that. That is so cool, Kai. And I know there are a lot of people out there who have thought about writing a book, and now you've done it. I want to say hello to Duke J, Jaden, and Dukes. Thank you so much for being on. They said we love Kai's book, especially Marvis Jr., which is me. Hello to you as well. Thank you so much for being on with us. So, Kai, you have a lot of fans. What has that been like for you? I know people know you as an actress, but what has it been like for you to have people love you because of your books?
I wouldn't say surprised, but a little bit surprised because it was my first time writing a book, and I was kind of like skeptical if people would like it or not. And I was skeptical about if it was good. So it really shocked me.
Yeah.
But, because I'm a dancer and actor, there's like a lot of other people who see that I can write a book and do other things else.
Right, exactly. Hello to you, Manswell. Manswell's joining us on the Facebook side. Manswell, good to be able to see you. Dr. Velma, I want to ask you, you and I have talked about Kai and you and writing the Little K and the Boring Alphabet Line. What was it like for you to work with your granddaughter on this project?
First of all, it caught me by surprise how talented and gifted she was in terms of her own imagination. And just because my name is on the book does not mean I had anything to do with the content. My name is on the book just to support her. And at the time, we didn't have as many young authors like we have now. At that time, it was very new. And many of the groups that I had to introduce her books to, you couldn't introduce the book unless you were an adult. So I have my name on there solely for that. So I'm not the creator of any of the content. That's solely Kai's book in terms of her creativity, what she wanted to say.
Yeah, I love that. But Kai, what has it been like for you to have the support of your grandmother and your family too with the book?
Amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm very glad they supported me to be able to do all of these things and be able to at least write a book or do anything else that I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Jaden says that you were awesome, Kai, and I agree with Jaden as well. What I love about the book, because I read the book myself, my review should be up on Amazon soon, Kai. And one of the things I love about the Little K in the book is that Little K is not afraid to stir things up a little bit. Is that like you too, Kai? You like to be able to stir things up?
Yeah.
Well, hey, I was thinking she would actually ask the same questions little Kay did. Why do we have to stand in the line? Why can't we let our eyes and our feet out so everybody can see? Because that's the rule. In her,
Yeah.
the alphabets could not allow anyone to see their arms, their legs. So you see alphabets. Anytime you see the letters, that's all you see is the letters. No eyes, no hands, no feet. And for her to say that in the book was really, really amazing.
Yeah.
To come
Yeah.
up with that.
Yeah. Kai, the other thing a little K does is little K allows the other letters to know, hey, it's okay to do this too. So what has that been like for you to show others, especially other kids, that they can do a lot of things too?
That was my first thought of the book because I wanted other kids to be able to do things like me or like be able to do whatever they want to do and like use their creativity so they can show everybody else what they can actually do.
Yeah, love that. So, Dr. Velma, I want to ask you, I mean, what was that like for you when Kai told you about her idea for the story? What were you thinking?
Well, Kai and I, we would hang out a lot of times. If I'm at my desk, I'm writing, and she's like on the carpet next to me, drawing or designing or reading. And we just happened to have a conversation one day where I looked down and I said, well, hey, Kai, had you thought about writing a book? And she said, no. I said, do you have an idea for one? She said, I sure do. I said, okay, well, sketch your idea. Let me know what you have to do. And that's how this whole idea of the letter K was born. What I love about it also, Cyrus, is that if you see on the back of the book, we did beta test it because this was our first attempt to create a book for a child, our young reader. We wanted to test her story to see what other kids thought of it. So we sent a draft over to the daycare that she used to attend when she was younger. And the director read the book to the children there, and they were just amazed and loved it. And then to another friend who was the director of an after-school program, who read the book to that group. And the kids resonated with what Kai had to say in the story. And one kid even commented, I hate standing in line too. I would love to leave the line and play with my friends.
Love that. Love that. I want to say hello to Wendy. Wendy's joining us on Facebook. Hello to you, Wendy. And Jacqueline says on Amazon, Kai is taking the world by storm. I'm a fan. So Kai, I want to ask you, one of the other things that the little K loves to do is to help her friends with outfits. I mean, is fashion something you're also interested in?
Yeah, I like helping people because I think it's fun. Just like if I'm doing a chore or I don't even need to get asked to do it. I just like doing it because I like to help people. And I really think that people should do that more because it also helps with, like, if I'm doing something that I didn't need to be asked for or they wanted me to do it, I would do it anyway because I just want to do it.
Yeah.
And in terms of the fashion, Mr. Cyrus asked you about fashion because some of the characters were really fashionable in the story.
Yeah. I also like doing that. Sometimes I like styling clothes.
Gotcha.
The other thing too, Cyrus, is that one of the designs in the book is based on her Filipino heritage too. The design of the character where she's dressing up for a party, that's design is based on that heritage. And so that was important to note as well.
Love that. Love that. So many great things in this book. I'm going to talk about the educational aspect of it as well. But I want to say for those who are just coming in and watching, you all are watching Cyrus Webb Presents here on Amazon Live. Welcome to you guys. We're speaking today with Kai, Mahalyn, Tampol, as well as Dr. Velma Bagby. We're talking with them about this book, The Little K and the Boring Alphabet Line. But also you all know Dr. Velma from a lot of other books, including The Catch, that is on sale right now. We're going to talk to her more about that. But because it's Kai's first time on with us, we wanted to make sure we spent a good bit of time with Kai here. Miss Queenie says, go Kai, go Kai. I'm proud of you. So Miss Queenie is a fan as well. So I want to talk about the educational aspect, because when I was reading the book, Kai, what I love is let's say if whether it's a parent that's reading it to a child or a child's able to read it to themselves, one thing you do with the little K is able to name things that start with K. Talk about the educational part for that too, about kids being able to learn things like that start with the letter K or start with other letters. How important was that for you too?
So when I was little, when I wrote the book, my mom would always tell me that I was super smart. Of course, I didn't always think that or believe that. My mom, but sometimes her.
Yeah.
And so, since the first letter of my name rhymed with so many things or had so many things starting with that letter, I just wanted to put it in that book so kids can learn other things that start with their name or my name, the letter of my name.
Yeah.
And because sometimes in school, it doesn't always have those educational things. So I just wanted to put some of that in my book so people can actually learn and study about the alphabet.
Love that. Love that. I want to say hello to Labor RN says, hi, Kai. I loved how you wanted to make your characters multicultural. That definitely is something that comes through too. I also love to, even on the cover. I mean, if our audience looks at the cover, you all can see there's a calendar that's there. Also, the days of the week you can see there as well. So there's a lot of educational aspects to this as well. And I love to, even with the word imagination, I mentioned that earlier, having that being able to be pronounced out. Talk to us about imagination. Do you hope that more kids will use their imagination and maybe write their own stories?
Yes, I believe that is very important because you need to be able to have an imagination to do things and try new things and being able to tell other people, because I wanted to write a book. If mom didn't ask me if I wanted to write a book, I wouldn't have been able to actually do that. And I think it's very important that people have or use their imagination, is because you never know what could happen if you just tell somebody what you think you want to do.
Yeah, such a great thing. Wendy on Amazon says Kai is so amazing, and I definitely agree. So glad to have Kai on with us. Dr. Velma, I want to ask you about that too, because the other thing I think is so interesting about little K has a lot of courage.
Yeah.
To be able to do things differently.
Yes.
What do you hope young people, and also maybe those not so young, Dr. Velma, realize about the importance of having that courage in their own lives?
I think it's important. And I think as we read many of the other comments from the beta groups, the children really spoke and said that and validated that what Kai had to say in the book was so important to them. Because it's so true. Like Kai said, that side of a child is not always the focus. It's always the focus to make sure certain elements of school is completed and done and assignments are done. But a little time really is spent to allow a child to be creative, to use that imagination, to introduce to them what the possibilities are. And so I think that's really important. And because we heard from the preschool and the after school program children, it just told us that the story was important to have.
Yeah. The other thing I want to let our audience know that is cool about the story, there's a great story, but it's also the great illustrations too, and there's coloring pages too. So Kai, talk to us about the coloring pages. Why did you want to have those in there?
I felt like since we're in the book, we're talking about the letters, I wanted, and the characters, I wanted to have the coloring pages because I wanted the book to be super fun, finishing the book. There's also some coloring pages there. So they can color that and also write some things in the coloring pages, using their imagination with the book.
Love that. Love that. What I thought about was really cool about that, Kai, was, they could be able to make the letters different colors. Like the B is blue on the cover. Maybe they want to make their B,
Yeah.
green. So they could. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that too. So, Kai, can we expect more books from you, do you think?
Yes, I'm trying to write another one about dance. So I'll be trying to work on that.
Why is that
Awesome.
important?
Because I love dance because when I was first born, I was always dancing. Even in my mom's stomach, I was dancing.
Wow.
And I just wanted to, just like this book, I wanted to tell people about my dance story. And like this book, they would want to dance too.
Love that. Love that. Well, Kai, we are so glad that you were on with us. Labor RN says, Dr. Velma, I love how you noticed you encouraged your granddaughter to use her imagination. What life skills do you feel she developed through this process? That's a great question.
Well, I think part of it was encouragement because Kai was a little shy at first. And between from her writing and her dancing and her exposure to modeling and all the other commercials and things that she's done, it's helped to bring that out of her. And sometimes she's back to that place of being timid and shy. And I love that about her because that lets you know that she never gets the big head. She's always humble in what she's done. And so I love that about her.
Love that. So, Dr. Velma, let's talk about you for a second because, of course, I know you're very proud of Kai, but we also very proud of you. You've had a very busy year this year. You've been keeping up with the Catch series. We know at the end of this year, you're going to be releasing a new book, the third in the Catch series. I want to talk about that with you because you're also running a sale right now on the book. So what has it been like for you to continue to see the support and interest in the series, Dr. Velma?
I was really amazed, Cyrus, to be honest with you. Similar reaction that Kai had with her book, because this is something you want to do. You're hoping and believing that people will enjoy what you have developed and put together, but you don't know until it gets out there. And then when you begin to receive those responses, you're just amazed, but you're appreciative of those who embrace what you have worked so hard to put out there for others to read.
Yeah. Antoinette, hello to you. Antoinette Gates is on Facebook. She says hello, everybody. And Jaden says on Amazon, talking about you, Kai, that you are super dope. And Jaden says, my mom says I'm humble too. I'm just shy. So Kai, you're able to help other people too, as they're kind of dealing with the same thing. I love that. Dr. Velma, as I mentioned, you have your books on sale right now. I'm going to highlight the first book in the Catch series. I have mine here. The Catch No One Wants. It's 99 cents. So as you all are preparing for the third book in the series with Dr. Velma, you all can get all the books, including the new one. You can get it right now for 99 cents for the Kindle edition of the book. So Dr. Velma, talk to us. For those who don't know, let them know what they can expect in the third book.
Well, the third book is basically in response to the male readers who read the first two books. And the first two books were predominantly talking about the wrong catch in terms of the wrong men. Well, the male readers wanted to know, well, when are you going to address the wrong women to date? And so that's what this third book is about. It's in response. The Wrong Catch, She'll Tear Down the House, is about the wrong women who present themselves one way during the dating process, but many of the men who married them find out that they're a different person once they are married. And so how do you avoid that? How do you prevent that from happening? And that's what the main character, Pastor Grayson, talks about in helping guide the men at a male conference that he decides to host to have more conversations around these issues.
Love that. Love that. Well, I'm so glad to have the two of you on with us here. Again, everyone, we have Kai Tampol joining us for the first time, as well as Dr. Velma Bagby. The book they wrote together is The Little K and the Boring Alphabet Line. You guys can see it there. For those who have not gotten it on Amazon, I'm going to highlight it again on the carousel for you guys there to be able to get your copy of it as well. So make sure you all do that. And if you have not already started reading the Catch series, as I mentioned, Dr. Velma has her books on sale for 99 cents for the Kindle edition. We have all three in the carousel there. The Catch No One Wants, you guys can see it there. Also, we have The Wrong Catch. I have it highlighted in the carousel for you guys there. And then the new book that comes out in December, we have it highlighted there for you guys. You can get all of those for 99 cents each for the Kindle edition. That way, you can go ahead and save some money and get caught up before Dr. Velma releases the new book. Kai, thank you again for stopping by. Congratulations to you again on the books. Looking forward to much more from you. How can our viewers stay connected with you?
I'm on Instagram
as
official_Kai Mahalyn. Okay. And I also have Facebook.
Okay.
I think it's the same user.
Okay.
Or just Kai Mahalyn Tampol.
Awesome. Awesome. And Dr. Velma, how can our audience stay connected with you?
I'm on Instagram, LinkedIn, Threads, Twitter, and Facebook at Dr. Velma. Or you can reach me on my website, drvelmabagby.com.
Love that. Love that. Wendy says, thank you for sharing, ladies.
Wendy.
Antoinette says, great. A male's perspective. Got to be interesting, Antoinette. I agree with you on that. And so definitely thank all of you for watching us here on the Amazon platform. Also, those tuning in on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. Glad you all could be with us. Kai, Dr. Velma, thank you again for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Cyrus.
Hey, more than welcome. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Cyrus Webb Presents. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying thank you so much for being on with us. We'll talk to you all soon. Take care.